Hello everyone, welcome on your YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. This is Jyoti Singh, class 10. As we are doing with a new topic which is called transpiration, we have seen this intro about the transpiration in part 1, and today in this part we are going to study about the structure which is responsible for the process of transpiration, which is called stomata. So in this part, we are going to study about the structure of stomata in detail. So let's learn about the structure of stomata in detail.
So let's learn about the structure of stomata. This is a diagram of stomata. In the center is the two kidney-shaped structures or bean-shaped cells are found. These cells are called guard cells, and these guard cells, when surround in the center, they form a stomatal opening, and guard cells are guarded by the subsidiary cells. So which the yellow color cells are present here, these are the subsidiary cells. So stomata have two guard cells covering the stomatal opening, and these cells regulate the opening and closing of the stomata. If I ask the question, in the stomata are formed by the guard cells, and these two basically these are the two guard cells, and these two guard cells are surrounded by the subsidiary cells. If I ask the question, which cells are responsible for the regulation of opening and closing of stomata, then your answer will be what? Guard cell. Okay, so just remember this point. Guard cells are responsible for regulation of the opening and closing of the stomata, and these guard cells are basically surrounded by the subsidiary cells, which are here in yellow in color. Here is the swollen and the shrunken structure of guard cells, which is showing the stomata opening and closing. So as you have already learned, the guard cells are responsible for the closing and opening of the stomata. So first picture is the swollen structure of guard cell, which is presenting the stomatal opening, and second picture is the guard cell of shrunken structure, which is showing basically stomatal closing. So when the excess of water moves into the guard cell, they get swollen and the stomata get open. So first one is the condition when the excess of water moves into the guard cell, right? That means water moves inside the guard cell, they get swollen and the stomata get open. Okay. In the next picture, how stomata are closes? When the availability of water is less, the guard cell gets shrunken and the stomata is closed. So in the second picture, the closing is when the availability of water is less in the guard cell, then the shrunken process of guard cell will occur, which results in the closing of stomata. In this way, only the excess of water is removed from the leaves. Let us see the significance of transpiration. Why we are discussing about transpiration and what its significance in plants. Let's see. When water vapors get evaporated from the leaves by transpiration, a suction force is generated. Remember this point? You have learned in the process of transportation of water through xylem. You have already learned. So just remember that point. So it will be more understanding this point. This will make you more understandable. So when water vapors get evaporated from the leaves by transpiration, a suction force is generated, and this suction, which is generated in the xylem tissues or xylem tubes, pulls water from the xylem cells of the roots. Here is the direction showing, which is in blue color. Here you can see the blue color showing the direction of the water movement, and this section, which is generated in xylem tissues, make the water molecules pull upwards. So the transpiration makes possible the process of transpiration. So transpiration has its significance. So during daytime, when the stomata are open, the transpiration pull becomes the major driving force in the movement of water in the xylem. So children, why I am talking about in the daytime, why it is in maximum condition, why it is doing maximum transpiration in daytime? Because sun is there, and when light is there, the light also plays a very important role in the process of transpiration. So during daytime, when the stomata are open, the transpiration pull becomes the major driving force in the movement of water in the xylem. Transpiration also helps in temperature regulation. So first significance you have seen that it is responsible for producing a transpirational pull, which makes the transportation of water possible through the xylem tubes. And second significance is what? Transpiration also helps in the temperature regulation. As the water gets evaporated from the leaves, it pulls excess heat with it away from the plant. This reduces overheating and cool the plant. Present it, you have seen lots of time, and whenever in the summer season you want to go some places where plantings are there, when plants are there, you want to sit under the plant because the cool air is there. Why it was possible? Because as the water gets evaporated from the leaves, it pulls excess heat with it away from the plant. This reduces overheating and cool the plant. So water evaporates from the leaf surfaces and make it heat escaping through the leaf surface and possible of providing the overheating and reduces the overheating process and cool the plant. Along with the release of water, the stomata are also used to remove the excess carbon dioxide and oxygen to the environment.